Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss the exercises of the chapter Classification of Plants. The chapter Classification of Plants of class 6 level, right? First just we discuss the objectives. Name the class of non-flowering plants which do not have roots, stems and leaves. What it is called? Cryptogams. Cryptogams. That is cryptogams, right? Next, give one examples of the following: green algae and blue-green algae. Green algae is your Spirogyra and Chlamydomonas, and the blue-green algae is Anabaena and Nostoc. I hope it is clear. Excuse me. What are the flowering plants having long and woody or short and soft stem and their seeds containing only one cotyledon called monocotyledonous plants? What is the example of monocotyledonous plants? Maize is a monocotyledonous. Rice, they are the monocotyledonous plants. Name one of each: unicellular and multicellular algae. Unicellular algae, it is diatoms, and multicellular algae, Spirogyra, Ulothrix. Isn't it? Chlamydomonas, it is a unicellular. In which phanogram the seeds are enclosed inside the fruit? That is angiosperms. In angiosperms, the seeds are enclosed inside the fruit. Okay. Now here come to the next one. Oral questions only, one word answers here. What are the flowering plants? What are the flowering plants of mid size having thin branches called? They are called shrubs. And give one example of such plant. Henna, मेहंदी का पेड़ होता है. Rose, as you know already. Now, which plants in their first year make and store food, and in the second year flower and produce seeds? Give one example. They are called biennial plants. An example: radish, carrot, etc. Biennials, example: radish, carrot, etc. How are the plants which grow in dry climate called? The plants which grow in dry climates, they are called xerophytes. And give name of one each. That is cactus, cacti, CACTI, right? Give one example of saprophyte and parasite plant. Saprophytic plant is your bread mold, that is Rhizopus. Bread mold, Rhizopus, that is saprophyte. And parasitic plants, you're eating mushrooms. Mushrooms, that is agaricus and aspergillus. That is the botanical name of the plant. Name two substances which autotrophs require to make their food. You know very well. Carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, chlorophyll. Any two one you can take. Okay. Now further we go. First we go through the objectives. Tick the correct choice. The first one here, see here. Non-flowering plants are called cryptogams, algae, phanograms, fungi. The correct answer is non-flowering plants are called cryptogams. Well-developed root stem, well-developed root stem and leaves, they are present in Thallophyta and Bryophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta, Pteridophytes and Gymnosperm, cryptogams and phanograms. The correct option is C, Pteridophytes and Gymnosperm, right? Pteridophytes and Gymnosperm. Naked seeded plants belongs to Gymnosperm, Angiosperm, cryptogams, Pteridophyte. Naked seed, Gymnosperm, first option. All fungi are autotrophic, parasitic, saprophytic, parasitic or saprophytic. The correct option is parasitic or saprophytic, right? Cocci bacteria are rod-shaped, triangular, spherical, spiral. What it is? Cocci bacteria, cocci means spherical in shape. Fill in the blanks, the spaces mentioned here. A non-flowering plant is called cryptogams. Dash are the simplest green plants that contain chlorophyll. That is, the algae are the simplest green plant. Plants whose seeds contain only one cotyledon are called monocotyledonous or monocotyledonous plant. You may be called monocotyledonous. You may write here monocotyledonous, N-O-U-S, monocotyledonous plants. You can write over here. Medium-sized plants with thin branches starting from just above the ground are called shrubs, S-H-R-U-B-S. Plants which grow in lakes and ponds, they are called hydrophyte. Write T for true, F for cryptogams are flowering plants? No, they are non-flowering. Its statement is false. Shrubs are medium-sized plants giving bushy appearance? Yes, it is true. Tulsi plant is classified as a herb? Yes, it is true. Dicotyledonous plants have seeds with one cotyledons? It is false. Dicot, they have two cotyledons. Monocots have one cotyledon. Bread mold is saprophytic? Yes, it is true. Bread mold is saprophyte. Now match the column statements along A with B. See cryptogams. Cryptogams D, that is the mushroom, non-flowering. Nostoc, it is multicellular algae. Flowering plant whose seeds are enclosed within the fruit, they are the angiosperm. Water chestnut, it is an aquatic plant, hydrophyte. Bread mold is 5, that is saprophyte. I hope it is clear. Now just we go through the Draw a complete outline classification of the plant kingdom that you can see. Outline classification of the plant kingdom. Here I have seen you. Plant kingdom, it is divided into two parts, cryptogams and phanerogams. Cryptogams, they are non-flowering plants. Phanerogams, they are flowering plants, right? They are flowering plants. They are flowering plants. Now here, cryptogams, they are divided into three parts, three groups, Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. They are divided into three groups, Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. Thallophyta are divided into three parts, bacteria, fungi and algae. Bacteria you know very well. Examples of the bacteria, that is the Coccus, Streptococcus, Pseudomonas bacteria are there. Fungi you know very well. Your Rhizopus, example of fungi. Algae, Nostoc, Anabaena. Bryophyta, examples moss. Pteridophyta, examples fern. Now it comes to the flowering. Flowering plants, they are divided into two groups, gymnosperms and angiosperm. Gymnosperm means seeds are not enclosed inside the fruit. Examples Cycas and Pinus. Angiosperm, they are flowering plants. They are divided into two parts, dicots and monocots. Means those plants in which seeds have two cotyledons, they are known as dicotyledonous plants. And seeds which have only one cotyledon, they are known as monocotyledon. Monocotyledon as your maize, rice, castor, they are monocot. Dicots, pea, gram, you had it. Your pulse plants are there. वो सारे आपके dicots में आते हैं. Now what are bacteria? How bacteria classified? Now see, bacteria are single-celled organism. Bacteria exist almost everywhere in the air, in water, in soil, in food products, and even in the bodies of the other living organisms. Now how they are classified? They are classified on the basis of shapes. Bacteria into the following group. Spherical means cocci, rounded. Cocci, coccus. Cocci, plural, single coccus. Example, Streptococcus, Sarcino and Micrococcus. Second, you have rod shape, bacilli or bacillus. Bacilli is plural, bacillus is singular. Example, Lactobacillus, Pseudomonas or Bacillus bacteria is also present over there. Spiral shape means spirilla. They are commonly known as bacilli. Rod shape is known as bacilli. Spherical, they are commonly known as cocci. Spiral shape is spirali. Example, Treponema and Campylobacter. comma shaped called vibrio. Example is vibrio, right? Okay. Now here see what are phenograms. Draw a complete schema. We have already discussed here phenograms. What are annuals, biennials and perennials? Describe giving suitable example. Now see here. Annuals, biennials, perennials that I am going to tell you in the book only. Annuals, plants whose life cycle from seed germination to the fruit formation is completed in one growing season are called annuals or annual plant. Example, wheat, paddy, mustard, moong, gram. Only this much, which I have underlined here. Now the second you have biennials. Now see biennials, plants whose life cycle requires 2 years for completion are called biennials or biennial plants. In the first year, they make their store food, and in the second year, they flower and produce seed. Carrot, radish, potato, turnip, etc. Perennials, plants whose life cycle runs for more than 2 years, they are called perennials or perennial plant. Example, neem, kava. All the trees, अपने आसपास जितने भी आप पेड़ देखते हैं सारे, जामुन, बबूल, पाम्स, या आपके नीम है, पीपल है, बरगद है, आपके है ना ये पेड़ जितने भी होते हैं, फ्रूट प्लांट्स होते हैं, गावा है, मैंगो है, they are comes under the perennial, right? Now the last, what are mesophytes? How they differ from xerophytes? What are mesophytes and how they differ from xerophytes? Now here, see mesophytes. Check here. The plants that grow on land. The plants that grow on land and need moderate amount of water for their survival are called mesophytes. Plants that grow in cultivated land, mango, maize, wheat. How they differ? Xerophytes are the plants, they grow in dry conditions, they grow in dry climate, they need very little water. For example, cactus, babool, etc. They have long roots that goes deep inside the soil, and they have leaves are modified into the spine to reduce the loss of water because they grow in scarcity of water. जहाँ पानी की कमी होती है वहाँ होते हैं. I hope everything is clear. All we have discussed here. Any doubt anywhere, you can ask me in the comment section. Again, we will meet in the next video. Thank you.